Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at what are you manifesting soon that will have a drastic effect on your life. And to do this reading we will be pulling out 3 cards, but of course if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find the timestamp to that down in the description box. All right, so what are you manifesting soon that will have a drastic effect on your life? So that's pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Let's see what cards we have for today's reading. For pile number 1, you have Abracadabra. For pile number 2, you have Mermaid's Love. And for pile number 3, you have Listen. If you prefer to pick your piles using crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the Lodalite. For pile number 2, you have the blue agate. For pile number 3, you have the green grass Jasper. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles today, I would advise you to trust your intuition. You will be finding more things that you are manifesting that will have a drastic effect in your life. You might even understand through your guides' messages in today's reading how they're all connected, and perhaps telling you different aspects of how this drastic thing will change your life in different ways. You are the one who will understand what your message is and how it's so specific to you. And this is why I encourage you to trust your intuition. And once you're ready, you will find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. In a moment, I am about to assign different zodiac signs to each pile. And so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But of course, if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then as you know, oh, this one was about to fall. This part of the introduction was created specifically for you guys. And what we do every day is shuffle your zodiac signs very well. And then in a moment, I will be drawing out 4 zodiac signs for each pile. Whoa. So for pile number 1, obviously, we have the sign Scorpio. We have the sign Aquarius. The sign Libra, and the sign Taurus. All right, for pile number 2, the signs are these 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, the signs are Capricorn, Leo, Cancer, and Gemini. As for pile number 3, the signs for this pile are Sagittarius, Pisces, Aries, and Virgo. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile using your sun, moon, or rising. I, of course, highly recommend you check out the 3. But if you prefer to pick your piles using another placement in your chart, then, of course, please feel free to do that as well. And once you're ready, you will find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at what you are manifesting soon that will have a drastic effect on your life. To do this reading, these are the cards that we're using. If you're interested in any of the cards that I use at any point, you guys ask me about them a lot. Do note that I always list them down in the description box. Okay, so your crystal is the beautiful Lodalite. Your card is the Abracadabra card, and if you picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case the signs for this pile are Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, and Taurus. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. All right, so let's check out your oracle cards and see what you have in today's reading. So you've got the Isa rune with blockage, stasis, and clarity with Skadi. Okay. You also have Capricorn with the keyword the CEOOOO. So the keywords are driven, stability, patience, persistence, materialistic, ambitious, cautious, practical, traditional, workaholic, detached, and ruler of the 10th house. Okay. You also have Juno with commitment next to Capricorn. Very interesting. So you have marriage, long-term relationships, fulfillment, compatibility, give and take, loyalty, partnerships, intimacy needs, soulmates, unions, and June. Oh, and June, something that's happening this month for you. If you're watching this now, you know it's June. If you're watching this later, it means this month, the month that you're watching this in. And you have size. Okay, how about we place it here so we have space for your tarot cards. And you have the rubber plant, and it says, keep the leaves dust free to receive its healthy shine. Water when the soil feels dry, and it likes indirect light. So rubber plant, very interesting. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards to get more details on what it is that you're manifesting soon and how it's changing your life. We can already see an idea, but I don't like to read early on. I'd like to allow the cards to tell us exactly what's going on, unless I see something early on super clear that is drawing our attention to read it. Okay, ooh, this one seems to be standing out. Let's take them as well as these. All right, so these are the cards I'm seeing. Let's start placing them on the table. So you have the Four of Swords. You have the Knight of Swords. You've got the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords. And you have the Ace of Swords. Let's pause for a moment and see what the cards are saying before we continue. I can even see money, like dollars in the Capricorn. So it looks like there is, in fact, money coming into your life, specifically money. So you're manifesting some amount of money coming in, or maybe it's continuous. Let me look at the cards. Commitment with Juno in conjunction with Capricorn lets me know that it is in fact continuous. So this is something in your life that is going to bring you continuous money. It could be an extra job. It could be you maybe starting your own project on the side that's bringing you money, or your own project. It could be you've invested in something previously that's bringing you money. But really, to be honest, I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, it does say great heaps come of small beginnings. It makes me feel, especially with the Ace of Swords, that you have started something recently. And the awesome thing about what's going on in your pile as well is that it seems like, although you've started this recently, it is a new small beginning. You're starting it from the ground up. The awesome thing about this, with the rabbits also specifically, is that it's going to be very fortunate from the beginning. There's a lot of money coming from the very beginning of what it is that's big, that you've started or is starting for you. From its inception, you seem to be quite lucky. This amount of money will be continuous. I see like a nice amount continuous every month. There's like a minimum of a safe amount that is repeated every month. That doesn't mean that it's not going to grow. In fact, here in this specific Seven of Swords, I do see the snake going up as a symbol of something continuously growing. So consistent, equal amount that grows over time. And do you see what I mean? So it's consistent at X, and then it starts becoming 2X, and that starts becoming consistent, and then it's 3X, and then it starts becoming consistent, and so on and so forth. In the beginning, with whatever this is, there are two things that are going to happen. First of all, I see you working hard a little bit at its beginning. So the good news is, at its very beginning, it's bringing you money, but also at its beginning, it will require a little bit of work, especially with the Isa rune. The Isa rune is like digging, continuously digging until you find the treasure. So, no, that's the Tiwaz rune. My deep apologies. Actually, Isa is more of the rune of the ice. But as you know, the Norse people did not let the ice at all stand in their way. In fact, in Scandinavia, one of the most infamous things, quotes that's being said, is that there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing. So here, this is telling me that it's actually not about the effort. It is about learning what could be lurking, learning what could be uncomfortable in this new beginning very quickly, and learning how to deal with it. Because actually, in terms of effort, speaking of effort, here it says keep the leaves dust free to revive its healthy shine. So in terms of effort, you don't actually need to worry that much about it. It feels like it's easy to maintain. The thing is that you will be discovering some things that could be uncomfortable. If left without thinking about it, could be super harsh later on. But if you learn to adapt rather than complain about it, you will not feel its effect at all. In fact, you will feel very powerful. So it's kind of like you seeing what the dangers are early on, the potential dangers early on. Although it's growing fast, with that, there are some risks. And if you take good care of it from the beginning, you know, you can sigh, you can go, okay, so that's not an issue anymore, easy to maintain. It keeps running and growing for me easily. So that's what's going on. Something that will be bringing you a lot of money without fail. There's no like, what's the catch here? Without falsehood or deceit. And that is, of course, if you're very quick to see what the dangers are, deal with it, put your sword down. You don't need to worry about it any longer. A good consistent amount of money coming into your life. Right, so that's the idea of your reading. This money is going to be loyal to you. It's not here to stay. It's not here to go. It's here to stay. There's no catch. Although it's in the very beginning, it will be giving. So that's so nice to see for you. But as I say, just take a look at what the risks could be. Make sure you're protected and you're good to go. Okay, so are the risks like things like you need to protect yourself with? Like, do you need to go, for example, and create some form of papers in the government? Do you need to sign some contracts? Do you need to talk to a lawyer? I don't know. But yeah, make sure that you're covered well in the beginning and you're good to go. All right. So sorry, I just want to say one more thing. It's kind of like, it's not good for the ones who don't protect themselves, who don't cover themselves. But for those who cover themselves well, this is going to be magical. They have nothing to worry about. Right, so you have the 5 of Swords. Oh, I see something here. It's interesting how your cards keep talking about, like, confirming to you that there is no deceit here, without falsehood or deceit. Right under it with the 5 of Swords, it says, if they knowingly deceive, both will lose. So it's kind of like, and look at the dragon here, holding the very serpent that we were worried about here. It means if you got yourself covered, you're not going to in any way lose or be harmed, because in this way it's in the best interest of the other party who could have been like deceiving you here, not to make you lose, because if you get yourself covered, they're in trouble too, kind of thing. So it's like one strong action that you need to take in the beginning to get yourself covered, and that's it. Okay, I would love to know for you, where is this coming from? But maybe you already know. Let's see. You have the Queen of Pentacles. You have the 6 of Wands. And it says victory to those who overcome in the 6 of Wands, right in conjunction to the serpent that's lurking, the snake that's lurking. So you take good care of that, you win, nothing to worry about. And that seems to be a consistent message in your reading. Yeah, that's why you have the sigh. It's like, take care of it, little bit of effort, and like small little effort, and it's good. It's going to be evergreen for you. And you have the High Priestess. So I want to take a look at the cards now. In terms of how this is happening for you. Because the High Priestess talks about the unknown, right? It seems like there's some things about to happen in your life that you're not expecting. But really, it will come into clarity with the Ace of Swords in due time. Like, you will be finding out about how this whole picture is coming together in order. But I believe, at least as an overall picture, your cards will show us at least like, how is it going to be like? Where is it coming from? All the information that you're allowed to see for now. Since it's already happening this month. Rubber always snaps back. Like you pull it and it snaps back. It kind of makes me feel like the pressure or the effort that you will be taking will be giving back to you right away. So that's the awesome thing about this. Maybe it's a new job, for example, that will instantly be giving you the amount of money that you need to do the important things in your life, to have the amount that you want in your life. So instant gratification. Now, in terms of where it's coming from, if we take a look at the Queen of Pentacles, it says wisdom is of greater force than destiny. So I get this idea that perhaps it's coming from a source of your intellect, like experience that you have, something that you have a relatively good understanding of, or information or expertise in. So this is obviously something you're doing, where your wisdom, experience, art is needed. But it seems like it comes so easily to you. It doesn't need much maintenance for one reason or the other. So the different reasons that are coming up in my mind are things like maybe you are an artist who just is able to like take the pen and draw something awesome in 5 minutes, and everyone's like, whoa. How can you do that? So this could be like being incredibly talented. This could mean being extremely experienced, where having you around is the idea because you get to solve problems easily. You get to manage so well. It's not a lot of effort. It's more about your expertise. For some of you, this could be ownership of intellectual property that brings you in money, or something that you have already put in the effort towards in the past, and now it's running automatically. So these are the different things I'm seeing taking a look at your cards. In any case, this is wisdom that only you have. Only you. Somehow you're able to see that intellect, that wisdom clearly. And that is what's allowing for this second income to come in. This extra, not second, it could be third, fourth, fifth, who knows. This extra income that your reading is talking about here. Maybe this is why you have abracadabra and the High Priestess and Ace of Swords, because I wasn't sure. I was letting that card, although it's your significator card, a little bit on the side, because I was like, we'll find out in the reading. But it makes me think, you know how abracadabra more or less means I create as I speak, right? Or I create what I say, something along these lines. So this is definitely confirming that it has to do with your intellect, what you're able to say. You know, say could be expression, the throat chakra. Your expression, only you understand it. Or maybe you're one of the few people who have this type of knowledge. Not everyone has it, or that type of skill. You can see it so clearly. Maybe everyone can't. Maybe in your case, the snake could be like protection of intellectual property or something. In any case, it definitely has to do with your expression. How your expression, whether you've done it in the past and now it's bringing you money, or something that you're starting, is very unique to you. What you say is bringing you wealth, consistent, that grows exponentially by time, but every time consistently for a while. This consistency of growth is starting now, and then I think for the next 3 months they're going to be similar, and then maybe your cycles are in threes. And the reason I say that is because so you have June, right? We've seen June, and then 3 and 4 is 7, so that's July. And then we've got 8, August, 8 plus 1 also is 9. So this is where I'm getting June, July, August, and September. Actually in 4s per quarter. you actually have the 4 here and the 4 of swords. So it's growing in 4s, not in 3s. I could be wrong. Please take timing with a grain of salt always. But I'm kind of picking up that it's growing in 4s. Maybe for you it's weeks, right? Maybe for you it's days. So the reason I'm saying months is because we have June, July, August, and September. So it's like every 4 months you can see an increase happening in your money. Increase every quarter. But at the end of the day, do know that it's going to be a nice lump sum. You're going to be very fortunate when it comes to money specifically, because you have a lot of zeros here. I can only guess that this is a huge number. This is not a small number. You have the rabbit, which gives birth to many rabbits, little rabbits. So this is where the idea of fortune and numbers comes when we take a look at the rabbit in terms of symbology. And this is why I'm predicting for you a huge amount of money coming, increasing maybe every 4s. Increasing exponentially every 4s. Yeah, every cycle there's more. Every cycle there's more. Okay, so let's find out more. This is not the end of your reading at all. We still have more cards to find out what it is that you are manifesting that will drastically change your life. So you have the 2 of Cups. You're putting your hands together with someone. And I could be, at this point, guessing here. Because in the last couple of weeks, you guys have been getting a lot of readings that talk about partnerships. And this is why I will be patient and I won't go there. But I really see it here. You know, these are different hands. Do you see? Of course, it's the 2 of Cups. It's not the same hand. What am I saying? But yeah, it could be love. Who knows? Let me be patient. You have... That's an extra card in this deck. It's called Daemon. If the divine is with us, who can be against us? And it's like this hand is not afraid of the snake because the divine is with us. And so you got this idea that don't worry, you're going to be protected. But you need to do the right thing. You have the 3 of Swords. You've got the Lover's card. Is this love? Or is this a partnership? Together and forever. Because it's not giving me choice here. Let's take a look at these cards as well. I think we'll understand as we... take a look at how they speak with each other. So you have the 9 of Pentacles. Wow. Look at this. Unmeasurable bountifulness and liberty. Oof, I love this for you. Bountifulness and liberty could be financial freedom. Didn't I tell you guys you're getting a lot of money here? This must be translating a huge amount of money coming in continuously, giving you financial freedom. And that's exactly what I'm seeing here for you. You have the Chariots. Isn't it interesting that the 2 cards are talking about the divine, God, source? Because here it says, which way our godly forefathers have gone. There's some form of divine energy here. You have the Fool, the fortune favors the bold. I definitely see that you're jumping into this. You're just starting this. And you have the King of Swords, deliberate execution of the pen and sword, wise counsel and authority. You always get wise. You always get, wise, clarity, wisdom. Yeah. So, Sun and Moon, 2 of Cups. I shouldn't be afraid to say it. I do think you will be co-joining forces with someone. And the cornucopia is a symbol of, again, great fortune coming in. So perhaps you are partnering, in fact, with someone. But in your reading, you keep getting partnering with someone different than you, the sun and the moon. Here we have different skin tones, giving me an idea of different, at least in maybe similar in the core of this business, but different aspects. Like someone's good at, for example, art, one's good at marketing, for example, or one invests, one puts the effort, something like that. Two forces coming together and forever. You've got fidelity, you've got together and forever. So it's a great partnership that you're creating. It could be your supplier, you know. You are the service or product provider. They are the supplier. So yeah, co-joining forces, and it's a great partnership as discussed. And it's going to be blessed for both of you. And yeah, you're making a bold beginning, because even if you've built it before, which was one of the suggestions in the past, now you're finally like maybe putting it out there. You're being bold and putting it out there. You could be a writer. You've finished your book and now you're publishing it. You could have worked hard in getting specific certificates and experience, and now you're putting yourself out there. Something of that nature. Now is the time of execution with the King of Swords. Now is the time of, as it says, deliberate execution of the pen and sword. Wise counsel and authority. It's like both of you are collaborating together. You're discussing things. You're finding the right solution. And you're launching it in the most wise way. If you are afraid at any point, do note that divine energy is on your side. You will be safe because you are meant to receive that blessing. It's meant to happen for you. And it's written to start this month. So yeah, get yourself covered. But other than that, there is an emphasis in your reading of both. Being covered, for sure, but at the same time, having faith that once you do that, you will be absolutely protected. There's a divine force protecting you. And the only card that wasn't covered here, other than safe refuge, again, emphasizing how safe this is going to be, is the High Priestess. Which means that there is so much more coming up. That's what you're allowed to know for now. But we do know from the very beginning with the High Priestess that there is even more to come that you're meant to find out about in due time. And my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see in your reading about what you're manifesting soon that will have a drastic effect on your life. I truly hope you've enjoyed this reading. I wish you the best of luck from my heart. May you enjoy your life and be forever blessed and full of fortune, as well as healing and growth. This was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at what are you manifesting soon that will have a drastic effect on your life. Before we begin, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful blue agate. Your significator card is the Mermaid's Love. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Capricorn, Leo, Cancer, and Gemini. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, just a quick disclaimer, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their pile as well. So let's explore what cards you have and what it is that you're manifesting soon that will have a drastic effect on your life. Okay, so you have the Thurisaz rune, Markstava in reverse, with aggression, conflict, and trouble. Okay. And look at that. 2 and 4 is 6. So something maybe in June. Let's see what it is. Isn't that interesting? The sewing on the dress looks like a Berkana rune, doesn't it? Okay. And Berkana is birth. It's the first time that I noticed this on this card. Yeah, the Berkana rune has to do with fertility. So it's really interesting how she's holding a baby. I would say for some of you, if you were feeling like you wanted to get a child, it wasn't happening, something might just happen this month. Very specific, but you know it's there. Maybe you are parents who are wishing for a child, and this month you may be hearing good news, a reversal of what wasn't working. All right, you have opposition. And the key word here is, of course, confrontation. The other keywords are reflecting, mirroring, seeking balance, tests, interaction, push and pull dynamic, internal conflicts, uncertainty, wavering, acknowledgement, and respect. Okay. It's interesting. I didn't know that acknowledgement and respect were related to the opposition. Perhaps, yeah, actually does make sense. When something is of opposing force, there's acknowledgement of that force. Like, yeah, acknowledgement that there's another existent force. Also respect, yeah, because it's not something that is being pushed around. So that's very interesting. Right, you have the Boston fern. So it says, will love the high humidity of a shady corner in the bathroom. Never let the soil dry out. Okay. And you have Lord. So cool. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. This way we get to understand what's going on and what you're manifesting soon that will have a drastic effect on your life. So you've got the Three of Wands. It does look like an intimidating, like army coming in, right? It's kind of like maybe what I'm guessing as a story, taking a look at these two, is an army taking another place for granted, attacking them, and then all of a sudden they wake up and they can see all of these ships lined up coming their way, and they're like, oh, did we underestimate this plan? Almost instantly, the leader regrets that hit that they've done with all of these ships approaching their safe lands. So something like that. You have the Four of Cups. Someone daring to, for sure, what is it called? Shake things up a little bit. Not afraid to make a noise. I think you're going to be hitting back. Someone's going to be shocked with what you're hitting. I'm not sure how this is helping you manifest something that will have a drastic effect, but who knows? Let's carry on and see what it shows us. Look at that. The Three of Swords out of the water. Huge forces coming together. Yeah, maybe you're uniting with someone. And for the other person, it's unexpected. Or for the other organization or whatever this is, it's unexpected. You have, the Knight of Pentacles. This is great fortune. It's the Chinese cat of fortune, right? Great fortune coming. You have the Six of Swords. The water. The water. Something's coming to shore. You're moving to reverse your trouble. So aggression, trouble, conflict. It makes me feel, that's why you have opposition here. It makes me feel like there is something in your life. Maybe a lord here. It could be a manager, your landlord, an organization. Someone's been aggressive a little bit in your life. Somebody or something has been causing you trouble. It could be an illness as well. these could be your white blood cells for real. So please take it how it resonates when it comes to the sort of trouble in your life. What is happening now is you daring to do something that will be of great opposition to that force. Whatever this force is, whether it's an illness or a landlord or a manager or even a partner that's trying to take something that's not theirs. Maybe they have a partner that's trying to take a child out of being unfair or something. You're making a big move here. This could be like the good medicine that your doctor gives you, or a surgery to remove something. But I definitely see that you will be making a strong move that is equally of equal force to whatever it is that you're suffering from. This move is going to be super fortunate for you, and it will finally help you to transition with the Six of Swords. You're like, hey, take that. And it's absolutely disappointing to that initial force. Your collaboration here, whether with a medicine, or did I tell you that you guys were collaborating? I don't think I mentioned that. Your collaboration with maybe even an idea, following an idea that you have. I say collaboration, actually, because of the amount of ships we saw, the three animals in the Three of Swords, forgot what they're called, and here the mermaid and the man, makes me feel like you're collaborating with something. And as I said, it could be a person, or it could be like good medicine. It could even you going through a surgery. It could be you eating something that will increase your immunity. I think if I look at the cards, I will actually be able to help be more specific here. Yes, I think you will be collaborating with others. Maybe you will have so many people standing by your cause to help you here, for sure. You have a lot of people standing there strong. For some of you, this is your immune system and people around you. But in any case, I do see that you are temporarily going to be put in the right environment that may not be your usual environment, so that you are able to heal this situation or bring your rights back or whatever this is. So why am I saying that? Because you know how a baby is temporarily in a mother's tummy until it grows and comes out safely. Here you can see a man getting into the water to meet his mermaid lover. That's obviously temporarily. At some point, this man needs to come out and breathe. Also, these have come out of the water temporarily to maybe get their food. So they're also, and the Boston fern, it says, will love the high humidity of a shady corner in the bathroom, never let the soil dry out. So I feel like you're temporarily going to leave an environment. There's moving here with the Three of Wands and the movement of the Six of Swords. Temporarily, in my opinion, leaving your environment or leaving your regular routine for the sake of another, for some healing period, some recuperation, temporarily, until something is solved and you can come back and enjoy it. For something to temporarily be out of the norm for a while in order to go back and enjoy it, if you do want to come back. But in any case, you're going to be very fortunate in this situation. Do note that it might take a bit of time with the Knight of Pentacles, but also know that it's consistent effort, consistent movement forward, consistent improvement. And it's also the thing with the Six of Swords. It's slowly transitioning to calmer waters. So yeah, this huge disappointment that happened in the past, this trouble, is really healing for you this month. And I say this month because this is card number 6, and 4 plus 2 is 6. We did notice that from the very beginning. This is your month of things transitioning to calmer water and being very fortunate in this situation. Temporarily, perhaps this month, you're in between periods. So, in between like chapters of your life, in between this transition. And so it requires a unique environment, unique routine, unique everything for that transition to happen. But soon you will be holding and enjoying and loving forever what you are meant to have. Okay, so let's take a look at the rest of your cards. You have the 9 of Swords, the King of Wands, the 4 of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Wow, this is like a lot of manifestation energy. That goes along with your reading very well. King of Wands, the greatest manifester. You can see here with the 4 of Wands, the celebration of manifestation. And, oh, this one came out first. Let's see. You've got the 2 of Pentacles, and this one also moved. Let's take a look at both of these cards. The 6 of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles. Let's keep them right there. You are definitely guided during that transition time. It is not an easy time, for sure. You have to be careful with every step that you take. That's true. But you're very skilled. You have what it takes to go through it. The interesting thing about your reading, because you are obviously going through a lot of difficulty and it might have a great toll on your mental health, you feel like you're threatened for anything to go wrong at any point. Your cards are saying you're a great manifester, and very soon you will be celebrating that which used to cause you pain with the 3 of Swords. So, although you're doing the right thing, going through it carefully, enjoy your time, especially with those, it seems, who are there with you to help you, because you're a pile who's going to have people being there for them. So, until that time, maybe easier said than done, but your cards are showing, don't go through it with pain. And do note that it takes its time to heal the situation. And so during that time, try your best to enjoy it. Have fun with the people around you at that time. Wow. That's better. So have fun, be creative with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, There's nothing that you can't solve at the moment. It's like push and pull dynamics. Whenever there's push, take your time to be creative, and then pull back. Take your time to figure things out. But in any case, the biggest advice here, the biggest guidance as you're transitioning, don't go through it anxious, because you will be winning. You will have what you want. So enjoy your time, be creative, see what are the cool things that this phase of your life is giving you. Is it giving you more time that you can enjoy? Is it giving you an opportunity to learn more about something that the universe is trying to show you? Is it giving you time to spend with loved ones? Is it finally giving you the time to look elsewhere? I can't really guess, because I don't know. The cards are not really showing me exactly what the situation is, but I can see that someone with power is trying to, take something from you, or be aggressive, or create trouble in some way. Don't go through this with suffering, because what's manifesting for you here is you being given something of equal power. Whether this is a lot of people being there for you, you having an equal power and coming back to attack, where the oppressor here is like, oh my God, I did not expect this, you know? And you will have the boldness to hit it back. You'll be very strong. You'll be causing it pain back. And make no mistake, you will be fortunate and transition. We did cover that. Will it require a bit of skills and patience and focus? Yes. But until this time goes by in its good time, this month, take the time to enjoy the advantages, on the other hand, that are in your life. And that's what the cards are showing you. Enjoy it to take care of yourself, to shine. Enjoy the things that, make use of the things that you can enjoy during that time. Enjoy your time with others. Certainly, do not keep your focus on what's making you afraid of replaying the future or replaying the past. Because the thoughts at this point, since you're winning, could be the only thing that could make you suffer at this stage. And nothing else. Be flexible to the new environment. Be flexible to the temporary changes, and boldly enough, which is the King of Wands, that is boldness, boldly enough, you're being even advised to enjoy it and make the best out of it until you transition to the other side, which you will with the Four of Wands. You'll definitely be celebrating the step up and finally getting rid of the very thing that's been bullying you somehow in your life. Yeah, go through it with ease and enjoyment. Some of you could even be like moving temporarily somewhere during that time. Enjoy the phase for what it is. I feel like your move here has to do with the right timing. So like maybe this is a landlord who's got to go somewhere every month at that time, and maybe you can use that time to get your rights back, or maybe it's something in your body that goes through cycles, and this is the right time to take that medication during that timing. Something like that. Something temporarily has to do something, and during that time is the time where it's at its weakest, and that's when you attack, or when your body attacks, depending on what this is. So I feel like you're taking advantage of a specific timing to do something. Or you have an advantage, although you're in one environment where people can think, oh, you're from like this environment, like you're an engineer, for example, thus you can't paint. But you have advantages of both worlds, but you can paint. Or maybe you are from this country, thus you can't speak another country, but you can speak another country. Something like that. There's something dual about you as well that is not expected, but will be the very thing that maybe attacks back. So these are the different energies I can see in your cards. You also have the Ace of Wands. You have something up your sleeve. You've got Temperance. Yeah, do you see? You're a combination of different things. You're able to do and be in different environments, or do different things, or the medicine you're taking has the dual nature to do something that will be the winning force. That's why you're at a great advantage here, my dear pile number 2. You have the High Priestess, something that the opposition cannot see, that you will be playing strategically. It's like checkmate. In any case, I'm winning. I either am checkmating, or I take another step and I checkmate. Something like that. Your opposition is not seeing that smart move that you're making. That's another element. So you've got something up your sleeve. There's dual nature to you, and you're making a strategic move. That's exactly what's going on in your situation. You have the Emperor. You're taking, see, isn't this awesome? You've envisioned something here. You're like, this is mine. I'm going to take it back. This belongs to me. And it's given to you with respect. It becomes your territory. And it becomes yours with the Emperor. Here you go. It's yours in great condition. And no one else can take it. It belongs to you. And finally, this is the Eight of Swords. This is magic, right? Again, we're seeing the energy of magic, something that someone's not expecting, because all of the audience are expecting that this is a person inside, and the magician, as you know, keeps putting in the swords, and we all gasp, but we all know what comes after this step. This person inside pops out and everyone's clapping. So you can see here, there's a trick going on. Either, again, with your medicine, with something dual about you, with a trick up your sleeve, with that move that you're making. It will look like it will look, not to you ever in any point. You can already envision in a powerful way that you're going to get it, and you are. But it will be a trick. That's how you're winning. On the opposite force of them thinking they don't speak this language. They don't have this skill. They're an engineer. They're not an artist. For example, they can't do anything, only to find you checkmating. Going, oh, but I thought I was like overcoming you. How did that happen? You checkmate, everybody claps because you've got a lot of people cheering for you here. And so this is why your guidance is saying, go through it with enjoyment as well. Don't stress yourself out during that time. And you get it with so much respect. In fact, the Queen of Wands is also a card of popularity. So you have a lot of people looking up to you in admiration, going, wow, that's why this card showed up. All the sunflowers looking at the sun. Everybody looking at you in admiration, and how you were able to get that back, that with such strength. And you're getting a lot of people clapping for that smart, amazing move that you're doing. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what is manifesting in your life. You're getting something that is back, that belongs to you back. And this person that's pushing or trying to pull something, you're pushing them out, only to get what you deserve. My dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading, and I wish you the best of luck in this situation. I'm sorry with whatever you've gone through, but I'm also proud of you with how you're going to overcome this. This is such an awesome story to read for you. I wish you the best of luck, my dear pile number 2. This was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at what you're manifesting in your life soon. And I also feel this one, that will have a drastic effect on your life. To do this reading, these are the cards that we're using. At any point, if you're interested in a deck that I'm using, you will always find that I list them all down in the description box. You can check it out whenever you want to. Right, so your crystal is the beautiful green grass Jasper. Your card is the Listen card. Very interesting card. We'll see what it's trying to say in your reading today. But if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aries, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. I've noticed that I've picked 2 of these. These are 2 plants. So let's see how they serve your reading. But in any case, if these are not your zodiac signs, just a quick disclaimer, guys, please don't worry about it. Did I say that? It's just another way for others to pick their pile. All right, so let's see what these 2 plants are. You've got the rubber plant. This popped up in pile number 1. And so if you were drawn to pile number 1, in that case, I highly recommend it. You might just find more information about your reading, or maybe another blessing that's happening in your life. So it says, keep the leaves dust free to revive its healthy shine. Water when the soil feels dry. Likes indirect light. Looks like something is growing here for you. You also have the flamingo flower. And it says, waxy looking, heart-shaped flowers with a yellow tail. There it is. Likes indirect light, so that's the same thing. Likes indirect light and regular misting. Indirect light is standing out to me, especially that this figure is underground, isn't getting direct light. So let's see what this is saying. You have the 11th house with community. So the keywords are society, organizations, friends, social circle, giving back, hopes and wishes, group activities, memberships, networking, and social consciousness. Right? You also have trine, harmony. Really nice. Opportunities, luck, flow, beneficial reward, synchronicity, good vibes, ease, positivity, supportive, expansive, overindulgent, and complacent. You have the Ingwaz rune with seed of life. So the keywords are fertility, creation, and new beginnings. Ooh, doesn't it feel like a community working together for the sake of the environment? Just a weird thought. I'm sure this is so specific. It's not going to resonate perhaps with most people listening, but it must be resonating with someone here. Like a whole community working together, and their combined effort, maybe each one alone will not be the person that changes this, but each one indirectly has an effect on the whole community to shine, to heal, to thrive. Something like that for some of you. Okay. You have joyfulness, something about a community for sure. Wow. Yeah, for sure. Something about the community and how you're all bringing happiness to yourselves. And you have consolation. So nice. Like being there for each other. And you know what this is saying? This is very interesting. Like, for example, if the economy is not going well, then a community comes together and creates something that will work out for everyone. And this way, not one single person in this community will be suffering from the turbulences of the economy, for example. You're there consoling each other or preventing a harm from happening, and all of you are growing. So this could be like a great deal or agreement that you and everyone in your area, your building, university, work, team will be agreeing on, and it's going to be a great deal because all the good vibes, all the harmony, and how all of you are working together for the greater good with the 11th house will have a positive effect on everybody. Everyone's like, maybe most people in this community in this specific area that you're working towards aren't privileged in that specific area. So maybe you could even come from a rich neighborhood even, but maybe the lack of privilege is a specific type of service that's not in your community. Maybe your community is on the what is it called? I forgot the name, but it's like far away from where the main events happen, and it is a really needed service for everyone, and that therefore the community comes together. So when I say lack of privilege, I'm only saying that there is something specific that this community needs. It's not there, and all of you are working together to indirectly make use of what your environment for the time being is not providing. Consoling, helping each other, and enjoying this, working beautifully together to get this advantage better than ever. And there is something about creating some form of roots. Do you see it here? The roots and the roots. So, roots. I feel like you're building... Whoa, thanks. You're building the foundations these days, it seems, for something to just work out for you guys. You're building the foundations, strong foundations, for it to start giving to you guys. Okay, let's find out what this is. I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun together because there's harmony, there's good vibes, there's luck because of the collective energy and the passion being poured into this. And it's definitely providing you with a huge advantage, my dear pile number 3, in your life. All right, let's check out your cards and see what this is all about. What are you manifesting soon that will have a drastic effect on your life? The Ace of Pentacles. The Four of Cups. It's like you were alone searching for something, but the collective energy provides it for everyone, surprisingly. You have the Nine of Wands crossing to the other side with the zebra from this challenge. The Page of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles. And the Tower card. Let's read your cards. This shows that this is a new beginning that is happening because of something changing in the environment. Because with the Four of Cups, apathy, like you couldn't care less before. Like before, this collaboration wouldn't have happened because individually, I think it's the other way around. Individually, you weren't looking for it. I think there was apathy. But when the need arose with the Tower card, something huge happened here that is making everyone run, trying to now get it. And that's going on in your life at the moment. There's something these days that everyone in your community needs. Everyone's trying to protect, everyone's trying to have. Maybe you need safety, for example, or something. Safety, maybe you need a service, some money or something. Now, everyone's working together to be happy where they are with the Queen of Pentacles. Joyfulness. Together, you're able to create something where you go back and enjoy your lives with the Queen of Pentacles. So you can have the rest of the world around you, like maybe the rest of the country, the rest of the states, the rest of the other areas, maybe even the rest of the world somehow. Could be like complaining about something, going, oh my God, I can't believe this change. What are we going to do now? While you initially panic, you are the group of people who will easily cross to the other side, will not be complaining about this. In fact, will be super fortunate because you took instant initiative with the Ace of Pentacles. I see you consoling each other, being super creative. Like one member is like, of this community is like, hey, I can do this. And the other one's like, I'm a doctor, I can do that. Hey, I'm an artist, I can do that. You know, I know a lot about security, I can do that. I can do this, I can do that. And there, you can see a whole community coming together, being excited about this initiative. The community loves it. Everyone is, you know, making an effort and putting in their fingerprint. And you will be one of the few communities with the Queen of Pentacles that will not in any way, shape, or form suffer from what everyone else is suffering from. Now the question now arises, what is this Tower card talking about? Why are you coming together? What's the topic? I'm sure it's going to be different from each one listening to this pile. So let's, for example, pull out 4 cards. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 came out as an answer to our question in terms of what are the different things that people will be coming together for in this pile. So you have the Hermit, the 5 of Pentacles, definitely the economy, for sure, for a lot of people. Your community will be doing something awesome about the economy. This could be like, hey, if we all together put our money together and buy this in bulk, then individually, for example, for each one of us, we don't have to like pay a lot. Maybe the community is trying to turn electricity from regular electricity to solar, going going solar, for example. I don't know, but the community here is doing something super smart when it comes to money, the economy, which is the initial idea I got when I saw environment. You have, wow, the 9 of Cups. For some of you, okay, let me hold on. You have the 3 of Wands. I need space for 1 card. And the Page of Wands. So what are the different aspects? For some of you with the Hermit, it's like the whole community is on its own with the Hermit, like bored, not connecting, right? So it's more of like wanting to reach to a community. Some of you, like the Tower card here, is not signifying a troubled environment on the outside, just an environment that's not getting direct sunlight, that needs more positivity and needs to have some fun times together. So in that case, for some of you, it's like each one's bored on their own and alone, would love to have fun with the people around them in a safe way that's just joyful for everyone. So the Hermit card here talks about a community that maybe works hard and is isolated. And you're coming together, you're like, right, every Saturday and Sundays, maybe it's a church or something, we're going to have this event. Everyone's going to come and have fun and connect in a safe way for everyone. So that's for some of you, and it's really going to have a huge effect on your life because all of you will be blossoming and growing and feeling happy and healthy in a way that speaks to you, a way that you will love. And that's why you have consolation, enjoying your time with others for sure, and with maybe fun activities that you will be doing together. So now we understand these two. For some of you with the 9 of Cups, it makes me feel like the Tower card is not talking about something that just occurred. This makes me feel like some of you listening to this pile lacked sunlight, like lacked something positive through and through for a long time. Each one was struggling, and I was right in that case to see the 4 of Cups initially. Some of you were searching, each one individually searching for something. So some of you have indeed gone through this for a while, and this is not new. In your case, if you're listening to this pile, this is the community coming together, and it's going to be a wish fulfillment for you, and perhaps even for everyone, obviously, coming together to do it. Where a whole community suffering from something, coming together to console each other, give advice to each other, help each other, exchange experience and knowledge, and help each other out, where everybody gets to have their dreams come true. Like, for example, all of the students that on their own felt like they're the only ones who could not understand this subject or had troubles in any way. It doesn't have to be understanding with specific subjects or in a unique situation where they're not able to pay something off or get grades with something. All of these students in this very unique situation, not pertaining to the examples I've given, obviously, they're not super unique, but I kind of feel like all the students, for example, who have a unique situation are coming together to guide and help each other, where everybody thrives and makes it successfully. So I've given an example with students. It really could be with anything. All the people who have that specific situation coming together, and when the exchange of knowledge and assistance happens, everyone feels like, oh, I thought I was the only one, or I didn't know that this part can be solved like that. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, did you know that this part that you have, I've already gone through it before. Don't go down that path. They don't do anything. Do this, do that. And finally, what is happening in your life is that this community is helping you achieve what you wanted, what you've always wanted, very easily. And that's one of the great perks of being part of a community that is dedicated to a specific topic. So that's there. It's always awesome to find a community in something that you felt you were alone in and couldn't do anything about. 3 of Wands are the travelers, maybe immigrants or visitors who are going again through like paper or permissions or something. They need to travel, they need anything like that. I feel like you will have a community that will help relieve you, all of you, from having to go through this trouble. Maybe as you form a community, together you have a voice and you're able to go through whatever this is super easily. You will not have to suffer through your going back and forth or travel or your stay in any way again. Finally, with the Page of Wands, that's an initiative. Oh, I've got something here for you. This is called the cricket. Yes. The cricket sound happens when there's silence, right? So you could be part of a community or like a member of people who weren't heard. Like your voice wasn't heard. Maybe not many people cared about your specific situation and you had to face it alone. So there's an initiative here, a community coming together to make a strong impact, an initiative where they're heard and not silenced any longer. So these are the different areas that I specifically see for you guys when it comes to this issue in your life. Okay, so now that we understand the situation, the different areas of life and of everyone listening, let's see how this is going to happen, maybe even when. Oh my God, everybody's been getting 6 today. And 6 is June. So something's happening this month that will change everything for you. Let's see how everything is changing for you. So you have the Queen of Swords. Laws, regulations, new rules, new type of discipline in your life. 4 of Wands. 8 of Swords. The Moon card. The 5 of Cups. 3 more. You have the Ace of Cups. You have the 3 of Cups. And you have the 10 of Wands. So we're reading how this is going to happen, what's the progress, how is this going to work. Your collective effort will change some either rules and regulations with the Queen of Swords, or your collective efforts will create some form of discipline. Also rules, if you think about it, that everyone in the community is going to follow for that new beginning to happen. So collaborative, but collaboration through love and enjoyment with the Three of Cups. So Four of Wands shows that these new rules and this new discipline will help you all level up right away with the Four of Wands. But although you are all leveling up right away, do note with the turtle and the cycles of the moon and the Eight of Swords that this is going to take its time to release your stuck energy one after the other. It's going to take its time. But right away, you're at least relieved because the Tower is out of your life. This energy of being disappointed is out of your life. There is hope. Maybe there is a schedule with the Queen of Swords, right? There's a schedule of maybe improvements of things that will be done by time. But instantly with the Four of Wands, you're relieved because this is off of your back. This disappointment is like out of your life. The cups are dropped. You're dropping this old problem. You're dropping the Tower. Ten of Wands obviously is an end of a heavy cycle. So patience, camel. Patience, turtle. Moon cycles with the Eight of Swords is again patience for the stuck energy to be unstuck. A lot of cards are talking about how you want to be patient, but right away you're hearing good news about how the rules and the regulations are changing, how the plans that you've been putting completely make sense, and how they are going to change things for you. And as a community, because of the hope and the laughter, the enjoyment that you guys did something together, it won't matter that it's going to take its good time, because all of you are dropping all the cups of disappointment and you are all holding cups of joy and hope, slowly but surely, watching the progress. And like progress is calculated. You know, by like end of June, this is going to happen. By the end of July, this specifically will happen. By the end of August, this and this and this and these specifically will happen. And so you're patiently waiting. You can see already what's happening. It's like, you're waiting in line. Maybe this is what it's saying actually as well for some of you. You know how when you're waiting in line, you have a number, although you're patiently waiting, you know that there are 5 people before you. You're going to wait for 5 people and then your turn is going to come. It's kind of like that. Scheduled time. All of you know this is going to be removed by that time. This is going to change by this time. And so you're full of hope here with the Three of Cups. You're enjoying your time together. You made new friends. You made an awesome community that you will be enjoying until then. And most importantly, you're dropping the loss of hope. You're also dropping that old energy with the Tower card. See the water on the fire. It's no longer your issue, your trouble. It's going to feel like you're still carrying the load, but you know that it's going to be offloading little by little as the schedule shows. But most importantly, along with the hope and the major changes, you love your connections with these people. And that's the indirect benefit that's coming from all of this. A new community that you will love. And you're really enjoying your time together. You love what you're formed. You're proud to be a part of this community together. And together you all thrive. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading when it comes to what are you manifesting soon that will have a drastic effect on your life. I wish you the best of luck with that. May you all thrive together. Good for you for being part of an awesome community like that. That's happening for you soon. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Oh, I just noticed something. So we did say that 6 in June, something's going to happen, right? 6 and 4 is 9. And 18 here is a 9, which is something I've noticed. Also, there's something about 10. So speaking of a schedule, some things are going to begin right away in June. Expect major changes, however, around 8, 9, and 10. And I think 10 October will be the end of all of this for you. So in some months coming, and in October, everything changes for you completely. If you're watching this later, June translates to you as now. Some things like you coming together now and changing the rules now. And then in 3 to 4 months, everything wrapping up and finally off of your back. My dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.